Denver7 News at 5 is in Old Town Arvada tonight, listening to your voice.
We've heard from so many who love this Denver suburb.
Old Town Arvada is such a big draw, especially with many residents living right across the street from it.
Arvada residents are making their voices heard on key issues that matter to you, like homelessness.
A challenging situation.
It's not hopeless. If we work together as a community, we can help so many people.
And concerns about overdevelopment.
The bad decisions that the city of Arvada made in combining both residential and commercial together.
Imagine, waking up and going to bed with your window every time with the sound of impact wrenches, the noise and things like that.
Denver7 News at 5 from Old Town Arvada starts right now. Welcome to Denver7 News at 5, live from Old Town Arvada. I'm Micah Smith.
And I'm Jessica Porter. I'm so glad you're with us for this beautiful night in Old Town Arvada. We are here for our Denver7 Your Voice special. And throughout the next half hour, you're going to hear from people who live here, people who work here, about the issues that matter most to them and why they love living in Arvada so much.
So we're going to have a good time, we're going to have a meaningful time, and we will walk you through all of those stories and much more coming up in just a bit. But first, we do want to get to our headlines of the day. Our very first story is one that's gained national attention about a Colorado district attorney who is under fire.
You've likely already heard that a suspect accused of trying to kidnap a boy from an elementary school in Aurora will have all charges dropped. Now, Denver7 Investigates was the first to sit down with District Attorney Amy Padden right after the controversy surrounding her office started.
There is a lot of misinformation surrounding this case, but our Natalie Chuck is sorting through it all, and she's also taking your concerns directly to the district attorney.
Sometimes bills have unintended consequences.
That's what District Attorney Amy Padden says is happening now. She oversees Arapahoe County, where Solomon Galligan, the suspect seen here, is accused of trying to kidnap a student during recess. But soon the case will be closed, dismissed with no conviction. It sparked outrage from parents, neighbors, and other elected officials.
Do you think that the criticism towards your office has been fair?
I don't think it's been fair. We are following state law. We are required to follow state law.
She's talking about a law that changed in Colorado last year, requiring judges to dismiss cases when a defendant is found incompetent and not restorable, which is what happened with Galligan.
Someone is so mentally ill that they can't understand the basic process of participating in their own defense. That person needs mental health treatment, and it's not right to just release them back onto the streets.
Earlier this week, the defense filed a motion to dismiss the case. Prosecutors will respond, then a judge will make a decision. For the first time since the controversy started, DA Padden is sitting down with us answering your questions.
What do you think and feel when you do hear that there are people we're talking to who say, we want to see our DA fight harder?
I listen to that. I'm an elected official, and I will take that into account.
What was your reaction when you started piecing things together of going, our hands are pretty much tied here?
It's frustrating. It's frustrating as a prosecutor. It's frustrating as someone who lives in this community, that has family who lives in this community.
What do you think a realistic solution looks like for this?
Let's address these issues. Let's change the law. Let's make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Our Natalie Chuck will have more on this interview with the district attorney tonight at 10 and on Denver7.com.
New surveillance video was shown in the trial of a former Aurora dentist accused of killing his wife by poisoning her.
And this video was taken from an in-home security camera. It shows a frustrated Angela Craig telling her husband she was angry at him and hospital staff. She's heard in this video saying it was James Craig's fault. The medical staff there treated her like a suicide risk, and they wouldn't believe her concerns after that.
Prosecutors also showed hospital surveillance showing James entering and exiting her room the night her condition quickly deteriorated. Court is back on session on Monday.
And we want to get back to some stories here in Arvada. We have asked you over and over again to tell us about the issues that matter most to you here in Arvada. And one concern we heard over and over again was homelessness.
Viewer Rachel Anderson, she sent us an email. She said, quote, I haven't gone to the Old Town Library in years because I feel unsafe there with the homeless population. I don't feel safe going to some stores because of the homeless.
Denver7 is digging into the issue for you. For years, homelessness in Arvada has been steadily increasing. The latest point-in-time count revealed the city has roughly 300 people without a place to call home. But now, a local church is stepping up to help. They are telling us they need your help to do it.
Denver7's Veronica Acosta is seeking answers for us tonight. She's asking city staff about what solutions are in the works and also what the holdup is with a strategic plan.
Oh, the queue.
For more than 8 years, Karen Cowling has dedicated herself to Mission Arvada and those it serves.
They have trauma and they have real hurt in their lives, real pain.
Every day, roughly 75 people walk through Mission Arvada's doors for food, showers, clothes, and wraparound services. It's a place of respite, work that's important and personal for Cowling.
I've just always had the compassion for the hurting and the marginalized based on my own childhood history, and then, falling into adoption and foster care and walking alongside our own boys and others that we're helping.
In the city of Arvada, it's an issue leaders and staff say they're working to solve, and we asked what that looks like.
In 2024, the city developed a draft homelessness action strategy that was based on national best practices and also the local realities in Arvada.
This plan has 5 focus areas: enhancing services, preventing homelessness, fostering long-term housing stability, permanent supportive housing, and increasing community understanding.
So it is a challenging situation.
Although the city says some of this is already in the works, Denver7 learning the homelessness action strategy hasn't been approved yet. It's still just a draft, more than a year after being presented. And we found part of that is because of a disagreement over this site.
The neighbors were very concerned, and council, I think, wisely took a pause at that time.
The city wanted the early College of Arvada to become an emergency shelter and navigation site, but Denver7 has learned that's not happening anymore, leaving a need for that kind of site somewhere else.
There's no emergency shelter in Arvada or in Jefferson County.
It's what Cowling says she's pushing for as she continues to help.
They're people first, and they all have a story. Medium, maybe.
While teaching others to do the same.
Remember, the goal is really going to be to just pick up trash.
Lots of people wanting to help, but it has to be that community effort. Veronica is joining me now. Veronica, you've been coming to Arvada consistently over the past few weeks. You've heard over and over again about the homelessness issue. You've been out here all day today. What have you been hearing today?
Well, when we started coming out here a couple weeks ago, so many people were telling us about that homelessness issue. We were telling them and talking to them about that strategic plan. That's one of the things that I talked about in that story there that the city says they're still working on, and the Mission Arvada also working on that as well, really helping this community. As far as today goes, we have heard from so many different people. One gentleman specifically, he came up, he says he's a retired social worker. He spent so many years working in the high schools here. Now he works at this place called the Prodigy Coffee House. He says they work on helping mentor young people, and that's something he really wants everyone out there, all of our viewers, to know about today. He was really stressing that. So we'll have a little bit more of his story, and of course, we will be out here in Old Town Arvada until 8 p.m. tonight. So if there's anyone out there who wants to come out and talk to us, please come visit us here. Again, we are in Old Town until 8 p.m. You can scan that QR code that is on your screen now. That'll give you way more information about what we're doing here with your voice, and you can get out here. We want to hear from you tonight.
And we've already heard from so many of you, so keep it coming. Come by and visit us. Tell us what your concerns are. Our Veronica Acosta out and about, listening to your voice in Arvada tonight. We also wanted to know where you think we should take Denver7 Your Voice. Should we go up to northern Colorado, maybe out to the eastern plains? What about into the mountains? or down to southern Colorado. This is your Denver 7 viewer poll of the day. You can go ahead, scan that QR code on your screen to vote. You can also visit denver7.com/vote now to make your voice heard. But let us know, where should we take Denver 7 your voice?
Micah, I can't wait to find out where we're going next, because it has been so refreshing to really get out, meet people, meet their families, their dogs, hear what's important to them, and have that connection and really hear about what they want to see on Denver 7.
It has been beautiful so far. I have to say, the vibes are excellent. Maybe that's not the best descriptive word, but we're smelling good food, we're hearing good music, and we're seeing a lot of smiling faces. So we are having a great time out here. And there is plenty more to come live from Old Town Arvada,
including concerns about overdevelopment in this city. We'll hear from 2 residents who say that they were lied to and get the response from one Arvada official. Back out here live in Old Town Arvada. This is such an incredible community, but Arvada has really grown in recent years. Denver 7 viewer Linda Hunsinger reached out to us about concerns with overdevelopment in her newly constructed townhome community in West Arvada. She sent us an email and she says, quote, "A new townhome community, Whisper Village, is now being drastically negatively impacted with a series of commercial businesses, and our builder did not share this information when asked. Tonight, you'll hear from Linda and her neighbor Colin, who both say they feel lied to and misled about what will be built just steps away from their homes. And I took those concerns to the Community and Economic Development Director for the City of Arvada for answers."
She's on the patio more than she's on the inside.
Colin and his wife, Kathleen Jenny, moved to Colorado from Texas last year. They paid $10,000 more for their home in Arvada's new development, Whisper Village, to enjoy the premium views.
Being next to the mountains was very exciting for us.
Did you ask about the land across the street? What was there?
Initially, it was a grass field, and we were told that it was intended to be some sort of green space.
Neighbor Linda Hunsinger was sold on a different story about the once vacant land just steps from their home.
When I purchased this home, I did inquire from the builder, Lennar, what was being built around here, and was told that there would be a nice restaurant with a rooftop. And I thought, wow, that'd be amazing.
You think of the dirt pile. Should it be there or there?
After moving in, construction began across the street. The restaurant, a Taco Bell, along with a Dunkin' Donuts and several auto-related businesses. This pile of dirt will soon be a car wash.
Would you have purchased your home if you had known you'd be living across
No.
the street from a car wash and an O'Reilly's auto
No,
parts?
and certainly not at the price I paid.
They place most of the blame on the builder, but they also believe the city of Arvada holds some responsibility.
All within walking distance of our front doors. And that to me is just overzealous development in the wrong direction.
We took those concerns to the city, who asked us to meet at one of Arvada's latest urban renewal authority projects along 58th Avenue near Ralston Central Park.
Why did you think this was a good example of what the city of Arvada is trying to accomplish with development?
We see townhomes to one side, we see new apartments back behind us, we have an affordable housing development that's just up on the corner, we have market rate apartments down the street, and in between that we have retail uses, restaurants, brand new beer garden that's opening, all kinds of fun things.
But that's not the same kind of retail experience residents at Whisper Village are upset about.
We are not talking about restaurants. We are not talking about boutiques and shops and cafes and breweries and things like that, like we see in other locations. We're talking about a tire shop, and we're talking about a car wash being directly across from somebody's house.
These folks feel a little duped.
It's such a challenging situation, and I have a lot of sympathy for people that find themselves in that type of situation. And the reality is that commercial development was approved by our city council years before residents started moving in. Or a property owner has that right to develop their property, just as homeowners do.
Garner says the commercial developer has a duty to inform current residents of future plans. But Whisper Village wasn't even constructed when those letters went out.
But it's really important for the city of Arvada to have a healthy sales tax base. And sales tax is what paves our roads, what provides services and amenities to the community.
One solution the city recommended, a good neighbor agreement between businesses and residents.
As a community, we are working with the car wash, and the gentleman is being very cooperative and very understanding, and we're trying to get some sort of fence.
Residents hope this buyer beware story will help shape future development and help inform future homeowners.
Channel 7 reaching out to us like this is going to be very powerful, and we are very grateful as a community.
I am committed to covering issues involving growth and development across Colorado. So if you have an idea you want me to look into, just scan the QR code on your screen to connect with me, or you can send me an email, jessica.porter@denver7.com. And Micah, out here on 4th Fridays in Old Town Arvada, we've been talking to people all evening, and I've been hearing a lot of story ideas already, especially about Old Town, about new parts of town, and there's so much fun happening here tonight.
There is a lot happening. We had to step outside of our nice, cozy setup and step into the street and really get a flavor, a taste that is for 4th Fridays here in Old Town Arvada. We've got the band Bop doing a quick sound check. Maybe we'll see if they can give us a little preview of their set tonight later on in the show. But if you are nearby, please stop by in Old Town Arvada, say hey, but also tell us what your concerns are and what is beautiful about this community.
This is such a great event. People are out here, they're eating, they're enjoying the shops, and what I love about Old Town Arvada, it feels like it's still a small town. Everybody knows each other. They're like calling each other by name. I feel a little bit left out. I need to move here and get in with the vibe.
Yeah, close to Denver, but very much has its own identity. Now, one thing I know about Old Town Arvada in general, there are a lot of Bronco fans out here. I've seen your hats. I've seen your
I saw the jerseys.
And guess what? It is now officially Broncos training camp time, finally open to the public. We'll be talking about that more next.
Yeah, so plus we're going to take a look at the mountains right now. We've got a gorgeous view out there to show you. Coming up, Stacy is going to have your full forecast. Stay with us.
I'm meteorologist Stacey Donaldson. Cloudy skies here across the Front Range. We've had a few scattered showers move on through over the last hour and a half. Our temperatures made it into the low 90s today. This is just the beginning of a big warm up headed our direction over the weekend. 70s and 80s for the higher elevations for afternoon highs and low 90s out for the western slope. So it's going to be a very hot weekend. Afternoon highs close to 100 degrees with sunny skies. Record heat is possible, but by the time we get to the middle of next week, we have a pretty good cool down headed our direction. 92 degrees our afternoon high today, 99 the record, so back in 1963, and on average we should be around 90 degrees for our afternoon high. So we do have a few scattered showers off to our west and southwest, and a lot of those have come down off the foothills, pushed through the Denver metro, and then fallen apart. So we're really not seeing any severe weather, which we did see yesterday. So at least things have calmed down quite a bit in the last 24 hours. Our temperatures will be in the 80s for the next couple of hours, dry throughout the rest of tonight with temperatures in the 70s through midnight, and then we'll drop into the low 60s for overnight lows. We'll have those 60s here for the Front Range and the Plains overnight, 30s up toward Leadville, and 40s and 50s down through southwestern Colorado. And tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., yoga on the rocks at Red Rocks. It'll be a really nice morning. Those temperatures mostly in the 60s with sunny skies to start the day and sunny and hot into the afternoon. It'll be 95 degrees tomorrow afternoon. We'll have mid to upper 90s here for the Front Range. Southeastern Colorado in the triple digits, and we are going to hang on to those 90s here for the I-25 corridor, and up in the mountains temperatures mostly in the 70s, and a red flag warning for high fire danger for western Colorado. Our pool forecast in the 90s as we get through tomorrow afternoon. 99 degrees on Sunday afternoon, 98 on Monday, and then we drop into the 70s and 80s through the middle of next week.
Stacey, thank you. Arvada Bronco fans, listen up. Today is the first day of training camp that was open to the public.
Yeah, with a solid defense and quarterback Bo Nix back for a second year, this has been the most anticipation for a season that we have seen in years. Denver made the playoffs last season for the first time in nearly a decade. They lost in the wild card round, but their success has many fans optimistic that they can be even better this year.
All right, if you're wondering why we're live out here in Arvada, it is for a Denver7 Your Voice special. We asked you earlier in the show where we should take Denver7 Your Voice.
And it looks like the most popular option right now is northern Colorado. I guess we better hit the road, Micah. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching this Denver 7 Your Voice special. It's been an honor to tell your stories in Old Town Arvada.
We're going to listen to the smooth sounds of this band called Bop, but we'll see you back here at 6.